In Court on TKO8 Television is brought to you in part by Campbell Bonding Company. Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Approach. Computer's not working here. There it is.
You want me to approach as well?
Yeah. Sir, I'm looking at a police statement and some terms and conditions. Have you gone over these? Have you gone over these documents?
I don't know what this is. I don't know anything about it.
Okay. Is it set for trial?
It is, Judge.
Okay.
Oh, well, maybe it's not because he had an FTA.
Okay, well, we'll just leave. I'll give that back to you.
It's not set for trial.
Okay, well, we'll reschedule the matter.
I think we got an act warrant, so.
Okay. Sir, I'm going to suspend the rest of your sentence for contempt, so return to Newton County immediately.
I apologize.
That's okay.
No harm meant, sir.
That's okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Let's see, what do we need to take out?
Take it Nathan Collins.
But he'll have to sign off on the paperwork.
No, Nathan Collins.
That'd be
Oh,
17,257.
Your Honor, we have a negotiated plea based on the test results from the state crime lab. The state will move to an all-process charge of possession of methamphetamine, and the possession of drug paraphernalia will be amended to a Class A misdemeanor.
Okay.
Plea agreement has been approved by the investigating officer.
Okay. So, sir, are you pleading guilty to possession of drug paraphernalia misdemeanor?
Sure.
Okay, by doing so, you're giving up your right to have a trial and also your right to an appeal. Do you understand that? Are you entering this plea freely and voluntarily? And because you're in fact guilty of this crime? Okay, I'm going to judge you guilty. And what is the... You got the police statement there, Mr. Dave?
Mr. Irwin, you got the
I
original.
have the original.
You got the original in one copy.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I didn't see the blue
All
ink,
right.
Your Honor.
See, I'm going to sentence you to 1 year's probation. You pay a $500 fine, $200 in cost, a drug assessment of $125, a $20 booking fee, and pay what you owe at a minimum rate of $100 per month beginning within 30 days. And you make your payments to the Sheriff's Department here in Boone County. Good luck to you, sir, and if you'll just visit with this lady before you leave, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. What's your name? Yes, Miss Fitzgerald. What did we find out about her case?
Judge, there appears to be a situation where she was arrested on a charge and posted bond, but for some reason a warrant was issued on January 22nd, we believe for the same charges. If that's the case, this warrant needs to be quashed because it does not appear to be a failure to appear. She's been appearing.
Do you know her case number?
I don't think we have a case number
Not
yet.
set up?
I think it needs to be set up.
I'm not sure. I don't think she's. I'm interrupting you. I
That's okay.
apologize. I don't think she's here on a warrant. They told.
Well, but
She was told to come to
But
court.
it appears they've issued a warrant in
Well, I
that
mean,
case.
an alias is what.
Yeah, no, not an alias,
Yeah.
that's right. So, at this point, this warrant needs to be quashed, and the file needs to be set up and a docket number drawn so she can be arraigned.
Okay. Given us, what's the charge?
It's a possession case.
Okay.
Well, I've been told she's already been arrested and posted bond. Well, then it needs to be a read-only, which doesn't exist any longer.
Well, at any rate, those don't exist any longer?
Read-only warrants?
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
They're gone, you said?
They're gone. We're using that waiver of a reading of the warrant. now.
Okay. So to be safe, so she doesn't come again and nothing happens, when would you like for her to return?
I would say, let's have her come back in 2 weeks. I don't see why it would take that long to get a case set up and a docket number drawn.
I'm going to say March 2nd, so there's no problem.
That's fine.
March 2nd, 9:30, be here.
Now, I'm sorry, Your Honor, I was supposed to be here the 16th.
For February?
Yes, so do I just skip
Well,
that?
for what?
And you had told me to be here. I just came today to clear the warrant
Oh.
because I didn't want that hanging over my head.
Yeah, okay. Well, no, you be here March 2nd.
I'll tell you what, Judge, if this will solve the problem, I'm going to write read-only at the top of this and strike out the word bench warrant. And if an officer will read that to her and give her March 2nd as her court date, that'll give the clerk's office time to set up a file and draw a document.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to take up, sir?
Judge Shane Collins from the Bowden County docket, 1773,
Okay.
will be for change of plea.
Your Honor, Mr. Collins didn't even have a SID number before this case and is eligible for an Act 346, and based on the evidence that will be presented at trial, the state will move to null pros the simultaneous possession charge.
Okay, that's good.
He's eligible for probation.
All right. Sir, I'm looking at a police statement and some terms and conditions. Have you gone over these? And did you sign each?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You understand what's set out in the documents?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you understand the charges against you and the range of penalties if you're convicted?
Yes, sir.
Are you pleading guilty to possession of methamphetamine, possession of drug paraphernalia, and possession of a defaced firearm?
Yes, sir.
By doing so, you give up your right to have a trial and you give up your right to an appeal. Do you understand? Are you entering this plea freely and voluntarily? Other than what's in these documents, have you been promised anything in order to get you to change your plea? You've been pressured or threatened to get you to change your plea? Are you pleading guilty because you're in fact guilty of these crimes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's see here. Well, I don't have a affidavit on the computer here.
Judge, it's basically a situation where law enforcement made contact with Mr. Collins after a citizen had reported seeing him traveling at what he believed to be was a high rate of speed and may have had a deer in the back of the truck. Officers made contact with him. It led to a search of an area near his vehicle, and that's where the meth and paraphernalia and the firearm were located.
Okay, were these yours? Okay. This time, sir, I accept your plea. I'll place you on 5 years probation under 346 on each felony, and for possession of drug paraphernalia, 1 year's probation. You'll pay $200 in costs, a $2,000 fine, a DNA fee of $250, drug crime assessment of $125, $20 booking fee. Pay what you owe at a minimum rate of $100 per month beginning within 30 days. You make your payments to the Sheriff's Department here in Boone County. So as I'm sure they explained to you, 346 means you've not been convicted of a felony. So successfully complete probation, and then you can petition to have this sealed, which would be a benefit to you in the future. And before you leave, if you would visit this lady here. Good luck. This is 15-149, 16-281, State versus Sarah Beach Parker. I'm looking at two police statements here, ma'am. Have you gone over these?
Yes, sir.
And you've signed both, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Have you signed the conditions that are attached to each?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you feel you understand what's set out in this police statements?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the charges against you and the range of penalties if you're convicted?
Yes, sir.
In case 15-149, are you pleading guilty to possession of methamphetamine with purpose to deliver and possession of drug paraphernalia?
Yes, sir.
And in 16-281, are you pleading guilty to possession of methamphetamine with purpose to deliver and possession of drug paraphernalia?
Yes, sir.
When you plead guilty, you give up your right to be tried or have a trial, and you also give up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Are you entering these pleas freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Have you been promised anything other than what's set out in these documents?
No, sir.
Okay. I think I asked you this, and you signed these, did you not?
Yes.
Okay. Has anyone pressured you or threatened you to get you to sign these?
No, sir.
So you're pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And because you're guilty?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What date did this occur on you?
Your Honor, in 2015-149, the offense date is January 24th of 2015. A search warrant was executed at Ms. Parker Beach's residence, and the methamphetamine and paraphernalia were found in that residence. In 2016-281, this was a traffic stop by a state trooper on August 23rd of 2016, and during a search incident to arrest of the vehicle that Ms. Parker was driving, the meth and paraphernalia were found in the vehicle.
Okay. Is true?
Yes, sir.
Okay. In case 15-149, I'll judge you guilty. Possession of methamphetamine with purpose to deliver, you're sentenced to 4 years in Department of Corrections, followed by 3 years suspended imposition of sentence. For possession of drug paraphernalia, you're sentenced to 4 years in Department of Corrections, followed by a 2-year suspended imposition of sentence. You'll pay cost of $200, a $500 fine, a DNA fee of $250, drug crime assessment of $125, $20 booking fee, $1,260.44 in extradition cost. In 16-281, you're sentenced for possession of methamphetamine with purpose to deliver to 4 years in Department of Corrections, followed by a 3-year suspended imposition of sentence. For possession of drug paraphernalia, you're sentenced to 4 years in Department of Corrections, followed by a 2-year suspended imposition of sentence. You pay $200 in cost, a $500 fine, a DNA fee of $250, drug crime assessment of $125, $20 booking fee. You'll be given credit for jail time you've served. Pay what you owe at a minimum rate of $100 per month beginning within 60 days after you're released from incarceration, and the incarceration time and sentences shall run concurrent with, not the monetary part, but the incarceration time will run concurrent with your federal time. Where are you doing your federal time at?
Carswell in Fort Worth, Texas. Carswell Federal Center.
Okay. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Many things have changed over the years, and so has auto body repair. Even though Ozark Auto Body has been in business for over 30 years, they continue to change with the times. They believe protecting the environment is important and have done so by using environmentally friendly waterborne paint from PPG. This aligns with the technology used by original manufacturers and gives you a lifetime limited warranty. Quality PPG waterborne paint, ASC certified personnel, plus 24-hour towing service. Ozark Auto Body in Harrison, always taking pride in excellence.
Do you know Jeffrey Stanborough's case number?
18-6.
6, okay. This is possession of controlled substances and paraphernalia. Mr. Stanborough, do you have a lawyer, sir?
Judge, he has.
He does? Okay. Yes, sir. I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you, and he is appearing for arraignment. How does he plead?
Would we have a formal rating and enter a plea of not guilty?
Okay, we'll enter the plea of not guilty, and this case is before Judge Webb. It says he'll be in Jasper on February 7th. It doesn't have 1:30 beside it, so I assume that's 10 o'clock. Does anybody know?
It would probably hinge on whether or not he's going to have drug court on that Wednesday. I know he had to cancel the day session because he's ill.
Okay.
Judge, it's my understanding that all Judge Webb's will be in the afternoon in Newton County.
Okay.
But
Well, State, once you contact Mr. Gibson's office as soon as possible, it may be that your court date is at 10 o'clock on the 7th. So you need to be there on time, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Anything else?
Could I ask for a bond reduction?
How much is your bond, sir?
30,000, I think. But I've lived in the same house for 34 years. My kids have all graduated school in Jasper. I've never shot, never tried to run. I'd like to ask to be released on my own recognizance.
I won't do that, but I'll allow you to put up it's a marijuana case.
Judge, I'm noticing on the 8.1 form bond was set at $20,000, but there's an original notation on the probable cause affidavit that says bond was set at $10,000. They may be adding those together to get to the $30,000, but I wouldn't have any problems with the 10.
Set at 10,000.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Christina Creamer, 16174. Hot check case. Good morning.
Good morning.
Judge, I believe this is a first appearance on a petition to revoke.
Okay, ma'am, do you have a lawyer?
No, I don't.
You going to hire a lawyer, make application to the public defender's office?
Yeah.
Okay, which of the two?
You want to hire a private attorney or apply for the public defender's office?
Apply for a public defender.
Right.
Apply for a public
Okay. Your case is before Judge Webb, another judge. Let's see when he'll be here. Be here on February 9th at 8:30 in the morning, so I'll have you appear before him to enter a plea and for attorney status. So fill out an application as soon as you can, okay, for the public defender.
Okay.
How much does she owe?
Let me see. Looks like they're alleging restitution of $3,345.23 and supervision fees of $70.
Where you live at, ma'am?
I live in Leadville.
Okay, what do you do for a living?
I collect SSI Social Security.
Okay. Can you make any kind of a bond?
Probably, yeah.
I said a $200 cash bond, but you got to be back here next Friday at 8:30 in the morning in the Boone County Courthouse. Okay?
That's fine.
All right. Bye. Brandon Jones, 18-23, theft by receiving, several counts, fraudulent use of a debit or credit card, several counts.
I believe he'll be for arraignment.
Okay. Mr. Jones, do you have a lawyer?
I've filled out a public defender form.
Okay. When did you do that?
Tuesday or Wednesday this week.
Okay. You see that there anywhere?
I've got a pile of them, but his isn't one.
What are you doing for a living, sir?
I was working at Harris Daily Times.
Okay. Was. All right. For purposes of arraignment, I'm going to have the public defender represent you. How would he plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor, waiver formal rating.
Okay. We'll set you down for, you need to fill out an application to public defender if you're going to use a public defender.
I have filled out
Okay,
one.
you may have to fill out another one because I'm not sure they've got that one. But at any rate, you reappear here on February 16th at 9:30 for attorney status, okay?
All right. Is there a way to get bond?
Have you not got a bond?
Judge, I show that you set bond on the probable cause affidavit at $10,000 cash only.
Let me see. I don't remember. I'll convert it to a cash or professional. That'll be all we can do today. Thanks a lot. State versus Charles Lee, 18-7. Failure to register as a sex offender or report address change.
Judge, he's made application.
Okay. Sir, I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you. Let's see.
Judge, looks like he was just here for attorney status. He shows to be set for trial in July.
Okay. He's already got a bond, so.
And I just provided a copy of our file to Mr. Gibson, Your Honor.
All right. I guess that's all we have today. Thank you, sir. You may stand aside.
Yes, sir.
State versus Benjamin Moses, 18-11. Failure to register as a sex offender or address change. Other charges.
Your Honor, Mr. Moses is currently an inmate in the Department of Corrections. We had him transported for court.
What now?
I said we had Mr. Moses transported from ADC.
Okay.
This should be an arraignment.
Okay, we'll take the arraignment. Do you have a lawyer, Mr. Moses?
No, sir.
Okay. I'll appoint the public defender to represent him since he's in the Department of Corrections.
Judge, would waive a formal read of the information, enter plea of not guilty.
Okay, we'll enter the plea of not guilty, and I'm going to set him to, I'm going to transfer this to Judge Webb, and let's see, have him appear on can you keep him to the 9th?
I believe so. I think by default our transport orders are for up to 7 days.
Okay, on the 9th at 8:30.
We'll get down and see if we can't get this one.
Okay. That'll be all today, sir. Thank you.
We all need the help of a pharmacy from time to time. Sullivan Pharmacy would like to thank all their customers for supporting them as an independent local pharmacy. When you trade with an independent pharmacy, you deal with an owner that supports the local economy and charities. Visit Sullivan Pharmacy for any of your over-the-counter or prescription needs. It's important to keep helping those that help the community. Sullivan Pharmacy, 731 Main Street, Harrison, serving this area since 1965.
Fly higher. Go further. Do more. Take it to the next level with Polaris. Whether you're chasing unforgettable memories, manhandling a mountain of work, or pushing the limits of work and play, we've got the perfect machine built just for you. Now's the time to get rebates up to $2,000 during the Polaris Spring Sales Event.
Come see us at 824 North Main in Harrison. Harness Boots and Shoes in downtown Harrison remains the leader in the most popular and durable footwear for women, men, and children. For the ladies, Harness Boots and Shoes features a wide variety of Birkenstocks and Birkenstock socks, plus winter boots from Merrill and Mucks, as well as Twisted X and short boots. For you men, Harness Boots and Shoes brings you the best variety in the area for work, dress, and casual wear, including brands such as Justin, Double H, Rocky, Georgia, and Wolverine. And the boys and girls have a wide selection to browse through too. Harness Boots and Shoes with outstanding customer service matched with layaway and free gift wrapping all year round. It sure is a shopping experience that will bring you back time and time again. Harness Boots and Shoes, 870-741-5750, or come on down and look for the Big Red Boot on the square in downtown Harrison.
On Amanda Mundy's case, we need to watch that video on the big screen if we can.
Which one?
Amanda Mundy. That's on the one on suppression. No, that's Amanda.
Amanda Baskin.
Wrong one. Amanda Mundy.
Judge, Ms. Monday has a
17-89 battery. Oh, does she? Correct. That's another battery.
Yes.
Judge, Ms. Monday has a forensic evaluation pending in both matters.
All right. An 18-25 battery in a second, preparing the operation of a vital public facility in criminal mischief. We'll enter a plea of not guilty in that case. Is that acceptable?
That is, Your Honor. I
All right.
apologize.
Do you know if the Ben, I believe the second case may have been filed after the forensic was moved forward. Do you know if the forensic covers all the cases?
Well, I thought she had a revocation, but that's on the Division 4 docket. It's the second case I was speaking of. On her new case, we'll have to file a motion with that as well in an order.
Very well. Let's see.
There's a copy of the file on the new one.
Well, how far out should I set her to return? Ways, I guess.
Afraid so, the turnaround on forensics is probably,
April 13th, is that acceptable?
yeah, I'd say April. We'll give it a try.
All right, April 13th, 9:30. understanding there's gonna be forensic exam. That's all we can do today, ma'am. Thank you. Jacob Nelson, 17163, fleeing, leaving the scene of an accident involving property damage.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Ms. Atherton.
I've been in conversation with Ms. Atherton quite a bit on this case, and she did request that a pre-sentence report be prepared.
Okay.
I made that request known to the Office of Adult Probation and Parole. I was advised that they would need a court order before they could prepare that pre-sentence.
All right.
And I have a proposed order for the court's approval, and Ms. Atherton also approves the order.
All right.
I would like this case reset to February 16th, and I believe the order provides for a pre-sentence report to be prepared and copies to the court and to the parties no later than that Monday preceding the 16th.
Okay. Is that possible? Is that possible? Oh, they want a pre-sentencing report no later than Monday, February 12th. Possibly possible. Okay. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Anything else? ma'am?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
May I be excused?
Yes, ma'am. Andrew Raines, 15-153. Possession of controlled substances, driving without tags, refusal to submit. Good morning.
Morning, Your Honor.
Your Honor, this also should be a first appearance on a petition to revoke probation. It's a Division 4 case. He was served with the warrant on January 20th.
Okay. You have a lawyer yet, sir?
No, sir.
You going to be able to hire a lawyer or going to make application to the public defender's office?
I can go ahead and go ahead and plead guilty to it, Your Honor.
Okay. I tell you what, I'm going to set you to appear before Judge Webb. He'll be here on the 9th, week from today, at 8:30, and maybe you can take it up then, okay? You can be arraigned and have attorney status then, and if there's going to be a plea, you can work on that.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Corey Skiles, 16249. Criminal attempt to do something.
Judge, looks like he also has 17309. I don't know if that may not be on for today, though.
Okay.
It's not on for
I don't
today,
think
Your
it
Honor.
is. There's a pretrial in that case on March the 16th. Your Honor, 16249 is a probation revocation. However, I discussed this with Mr. Gibson this morning. There needs to be an amendment or possible amendment, we're not sure yet, to the petition to revoke based on a new case. We've agreed to pass Mr. Skiles' hearing to the 16th, and by then we should be able to go forward.
Very well. We'll continue the matter to the February, I'm sorry.
And I was going to say, Your Honor, we will still be within the 60 days.
Very well. February 16th.
Your Honor.
Yes.
Is there any way I can be a bond share or release? I've been accepted to Freedom Seekers for a year program, Mr. Brent Fisk. I didn't know if there was maybe something I could do until we went through the trial or something, or whatever it was. Basically, I had for a year. I would go through court.
What's 17309? I mean,
17309 is a felon in possession of a firearm. The other new case is going to be drug related. I'm showing that on the revocation and the case that is pending, 17309 bond is currently set at $20,000 to cover both of those.
Okay.
I'm not sure what the bond status is on the brand new case.
Okay.
I've been accepted everything. I said be cool or something for a year.
Okay. Accepted to what, sir?
Freedom Seekers, Mr. Brent Fisk, for a year-long program.
Where's that located at?
It's in Maryville.
Okay. Well, talk to your lawyer about it, if you will. I'm not keen to do that at this moment, so
Corey, I'll get down
I wouldn't
there and
rule it
visit
out.
with you and see if we can come up with something.
Pardon me?
I'll get down there and visit with you.
Sarah Thompson, 16208. Possession of controlled substances and paraphernalia.
This is a first appearance on a probation revocation. I believe it is a Division 4 case, and she was served with the warrant on January 19th.
Okay.
Judge, she's not made application, but I know she'll qualify. So we'd enter our appearance just for the arraignment and enter a not true.
Okay, we'll enter a plea of not true, and I'll set her down to appear before Judge Webb on February 9th at 8:30.
Sarah, fill out an application for the public defender, okay?
Okay. Is there any way I can get out and then respond to it?
Do you know anything about the allegation? It alleges she committed offense of disorderly conduct and assault on a household member. Do you know anything?
Charges are being dropped.
Do you know anything about that?
Judge, other than the narrative in the chronos that the officer attached to the petition, I'm seeing those for the first time.
Was it like a husband or?
No, it's my mother.
Mother. Her mother's the alleged victim.
Why don't you stay there till the 9th?
Judge, I'm assuming this is something that would go through district court. We can always check with their clerk's office to check on the status of those charges.
All right. That'll be all today. Thank you. James Wolf, 17-323. Mr. Wolf, you say you're self-employed. What do you do?
Maintenance work and handyman work.
You don't list any pay. What is your take-home pay?
Yes.
It's roughly depends on the job. You know, roughly around about $400 or $500 a week or something like that.
I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. Let's see. 17-323. Failure to report.
Judge would waive a formal reading, enter a plea of not guilty.
We'll enter the plea of not guilty. And when we were setting pre-trial?
March 16th.
March 16th at 9:30 will be the pre-trial. Has he got a bond?
Judge, I would assume he does. Let's see. Showing $10,000 and no contact with the alleged victim on the battery charge.
Okay. All right. Well, that'll be all we can do today, sir. Thank you.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138. Sam Alexander Pharmacy has expanded and is now offering many additional products and services. Their new pharmaceutical compounding area allows them to create products to fit the unique needs of a customer. They also have added Spinco orthotic shoes and sandals, Dr. Comfort diabetic shoes, baby gifts by Aiden and Anais, and toys by Melissa and Doug. Stop in today and let them help you with any of your specialty pharmaceutical needs. Sam Alexander Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy in Harrison.
Stay State versus Christopher Breedlove, 17-331, breaking or entering, theft of property, transfer of stolen property to a pawn shop. He also has another case for arraignment. Not sure what the case number is on it.
332.
332. Do you have an application on him?
Judge, it looks like I've got two files on, so we've been appointed in both.
Okay, all right.
Would waive a formal reading in both and enter a plea of not guilty to both 17-331 and 17-332.
Okay. We'll have pre-trials on March 16th. And he's got it says transport, Washington County Jail. Did you come from Washington County, or they're going to take you to Washington County?
No, I've already been there. I'm down there up there.
Did that mean they brought him from?
Yeah, I think he said he's done up there.
Okay, all right. All right.
Judge, are we transferring 332 to Division 3?
If Judge Webb agrees to release it.
Judge, we do have a third case on Mr. Breedlove, but I don't know if the warrants returned to the clerk's office, the docket number to be assigned or not.
Okay. Does he have a bond?
Let's see, Judge, I think in all three cases he should have. Well, no. On 331, I do not show a bond setting.
You have a bond, sir, Mr. Breedlove? Do you?
I'm going to prison. I'm on parole violation.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll address that later if need be. Well, that'll be all right now. Thanks a lot. Tyler Breedlove out of Newton County, 18-3.
Your Honor, I represent Ms. Breedlove. We went to arraignment last week. We was ordered to be here for review. I don't think there's any issues that needs to be discussed today.
Okay.
Does he have more than one case on the docket, Your Honor?
Well, not that I know of, but
Not in circuit court, I don't believe.
I've got a 17-75 and an 18-3.
this is an assault and battery case.
That would be,
Another case?
that would be 18-3.
18.
I do have discovery packets in both cases, but it sounds like Mr. Stone may just be representing him in the 2018.
I'll represent them both felony cases.
At any rate, we'll schedule it out.
It is already, Your
It is already.
Honor.
When's
His pretrial is April 11th.
April 11th in Jasper, I presume?
Yes.
10 o'clock, April 11th, Jasper.
Thank you.
Nathan Collins, 17-257. Possession of controlled substances and paraphernalia.
Your Honor, Mr. Irwin Davis represents Mr. Collins, and I'm assuming Mr.
Okay.
Davis will be here later.
Okay, we'll recall your case.
He'll be here later, as far as I know.
Kristen Gasper, 18-5. Forgery, theft by receiving, theft of property.
Judge, it looks like Ms. Gasper appeared on January 26th. Applied to the Public Defender's Office, entered a plea of not guilty, and was ordered to reappear in front of this court.
Was the public defender appointed?
We have been, Your Honor, and it looks like she was just here for scheduling, to get on this court's scheduling order, but it looks like there's one.
April 27th, 9:30.
And I'm providing Mr. Gibson with a copy of our file today.
You're free to go. Annette Goulet, 16-231.
The last time Ms. DeLay appeared in court with Mr. Hancock, I believe it was announced that Ms. Goulet was scheduled for a forensic evaluation at the defense request, and that was to be completed at some point in January. I don't know if it was in fact completed and we're just waiting on the report or what the status is on that evaluation.
Judge, I don't believe she's had the second evaluation done. I don't have a note in here as to.
Yes, I did. What day did I have it? Monday. And I was told that I would, my lawyer, Mr. Hancock, requested to find a psychologist that dealt with mentally abused women. And I was shocked when I ended up with a forensic psychologist. But I did have an appointment with Mr. Wood, I believe was his name, in Little Rock.
I see.
Well, if that in fact took place, Your Honor, we're waiting on Dr. Wood's report.
We'll have her appear on February 23rd at 9:30. Okay?
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah.
That's our day. That's just Wednesday.
I'm sorry, pardon?
I'll be taking over from Mr. Hancock and he's still set up in the
Forever?
Well, I guess we better make it March 2nd. March 2nd, 9:30. State versus Jack Keller, 17-143. Violence by certain persons, aggravated assault, terroristic threatening, carrying a weapon. Morning.
Your Honor, the forensic report has been received in Mr. Keller's case, but I believe he has been hospitalized up until recently. In fact, I was not really expecting him to be here today, but apparently he's doing better. I think Mr. Gibson and I just need to sit down and visit about this case and decide where we go from here.
That's correct, Your Honor.
If we could have him reappear in 2 weeks, Judge, I think we'll know by then if this is one we can resolve or if we'll have to try it.
February 16th, 9:30. February 16th, 9:30.
Okay. In this court here.
Yes, sir. Mr. Keller will give you a note if you'll call it and make an appointment with me next week.
Shannon Lewis, 18-17. Possession of controlled substances.
Judge, she's made application. Here, get the sign it back.
I said sign it in front of a notary, I
Oh.
think, so.
I'm a notary, but I'll put my stamp on it sometimes.
Okay. Right.
Judge, if I could approach, and we'll have to get some supplemental paperwork to the court with.
Ma'am, I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you, and you're appearing here for an arraignment. How does she plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
We'll enter the plea of not guilty. We'll have a pretrial on March 16th at 9:30.
Thank you.
Free to go. 18-28, Cody Morgan. Residential burglary, battery, assault, public intoxication. You have a lawyer, sir.
Judge, he's made an application. If I can approach, and again, there'll be some supplemental stuff shot.
I was appointed to the Public Defender's Office to represent you. Does he enter a plea of not guilty?
He does, Your Honor. Waive a formal reading of the information.
Order that he appear before Judge Webb on February 9th at 8:30 a.m. State versus Jeremiah Pryor, 17-340, battery, terrorist threatening, assault. You have a lawyer, sir.
No, could you give me some time to get a lawyer, please?
Your case is before Judge Webb. Appear before him on February 9th at 8:30.
Thank you, sir.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
My name is Nikki. I work at Dental Creations on the Square in Harrison, and I'm a dental assist. We're the first faces that the patients see. We get them through the paperwork process, explain what's going on, and just let them know step by step what to expect, and you get to see them throughout the whole process. We want our patients to be happy, we want them to be comfortable, and that's really what it's about, getting the best results while making great relationships with people.
Dental Creations on the Square in Harrison, next to the Big Red Boot.
17-281, Christopher Rogers. Possession of controlled substances and paraphernalia.
Judge State filed a motion for continuance in this matter earlier this week. We're still waiting on the crime lab report. Our current speedy trial deadline is August 25th.
Okay. Let's see. We'll have him appear. What do you think?
The evidence was submitted to the crime lab on September 20th. Give it about a month.
Okay. March 16th, 9:30. Thank you. Aaron Smith, I started to say Aaron Rogers. What is it? Aaron Smith, 16-285 and 17-204 drug cases.
Judge, those are for plea.
Okay.
Did Mr. Smith complete the Bridgeway program, or is he still in that program?
No, I've never completed it.
You completed it?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Your Honor, Mr. Smith did complete a drug treatment program based out of North Little Rock called the Bridgeway. And based on his completion of that program, the state feels that probation is appropriate in these cases.
Okay. Hey, Judy, you hand that to, there's one blank there on the top. You can get. sir, I'm looking at two police statements here. Have you gone over these documents?
Yes, sir.
And they also have some terms, conditions of probation on the back. You've gone over those too?
Yes, sir.
Have you signed all of these documents?
Yes, sir.
Do you feel you understand what's set out in these documents?
Yes, sir.
You understand the charges against you and the range of penalties if you're convicted?
Yes, sir.
In 17204, are you pleading guilty to possession of methamphetamine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And in the other case, 16285, are you pleading guilty to possession of methamphetamine and resisting arrest?
Yes, sir.
By pleading guilty, you're giving up your right to have a trial. You know that?
Yes, sir.
And you also cannot appeal. Do you understand that also?
Yes.
Are you entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Have you been promised anything other than what's in these documents to get you to change your plea?
No, sir.
Have you been threatened or pressured to get you to change your plea?
No, sir.
Are you pleading guilty because you're in fact guilty of these crimes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll look at 17204 first. Looks like on or about June 8th of last year here in Boone County, were you in some possession of some methamphetamine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And 16285 is next. You're in possession of some methamphetamine here in Boone County in August of in 16.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, sir.
And resisted arrest somewhat there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. This time, sir, I accept your plea and judge you guilty. In 16285, you're placed on 6 years probation for possession of methamphetamine. For resisting arrest, 6 days in the county jail with credit for time served. You're ordered to pay $200 in cost, $1,000 fine, a DNA fee of $250, drug crime assessment of $125, $20 booking fee, and $215 on the pay for stay ordinance. In 17204, you'll pay $200 in cost, a $1,000 fine, a DNA fee of $250, drug crime assessment of $125, $20 booking fee. Pay what you owe at the minimum rate of $100 per month, beginning within 30 days, and you make your payments rather to the sheriff's department here in Boone County.
In Court on TKO8 Television is brought to you in part by Campbell Bonding Company. Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble,